Right, hello everybody and welcome to the 2016 University of Lethbridge Open House. We're very glad that you could join us. Today I'll be giving you a brief overview of the Fine Arts graduate programs offered here at the University of Lethbridge. Our graduate programs include the Master of Fine Arts, and you can choose a major in art, new media, or theater and dramatic arts, as well as we offer the Master of Music program. I'm Kayla, and I'm here on behalf of the Faculty of Fine Arts. So starting with the Master of Fine Arts, this is a thesis-based program with a minimum residency of 2 years. Students are required to complete a project or production, as well as a thesis in support of that project or production. So not only do you have to do your performance, but you also have a written component to support that production. The minimum requirements to apply to the program are a University of Lethbridge bachelor's degree or an academic equivalent at a recognized institution. And it also has to be in a closely cognate discipline. The GPA requirement is also a 3.0 on a 4-point scale in your last 20 level graded university level courses. So each MFA program combines not only theory and research, but also practice. And it also allows students to concentrate in their specific areas of interest to produce a unique and challenging thesis as well as production. The University of Lethbridge offers students exceptional faculties, technical support, and a lively community of art and culture, as well as a dedication to overall academic and creative excellence. Okay, turning first to the MFA with a major in art, this offers students the opportunity to join a dynamic community of contemporary visual artists, historians, and scholars. As a smaller program, students benefit from close interaction with faculty, staff, and visiting artists. One of the highlights of this program is the extensive visiting speaker series, which creates weekly opportunities for discussion with a spectrum of practicing artists, architects, curators, critics, as well as historians. Lethbridge is also home to several contemporary art galleries. This includes, but is not limited to, the University of Lethbridge Art Gallery, CASA, the Niche Gallery, Parlor, as well as the critically acclaimed Southern Alberta Art Gallery. The program is also supported by Excellent Studio and resourced with a wide range of technical workshops and digital facilities. You'll also have access to an extensive collection of HD and analog cameras, lighting kits, video and sound equipment. Looking briefly at the application requirements for the program, and these are also very similar to the new media program as well as theater and dramatic arts. The application process is all done online through a system. And in that application, you'll have to include your academic transcripts. At the point of the application, you are able to upload your unofficial transcripts. If you were offered admission to the university, it would be conditional upon the receipt of your official transcripts. You'll also have to include your CV. This is a really important part of your application, and you should include things like educational background, your academic achievements, any work experience that you have, as well as any other information such as productions, art, exhibitions that you've done, etc., anything relevant to the program of study. You'll also need to compose a letter of intent. We recommend that applicants spend a large portion of their time on this requirement. It has to be a maximum of 1,500 words, and it should outline your research interests as well as the project that you hope to work on. So you're really giving the reviewing committees a little snippet of what you plan to do with your program. You'll also have to include 3 references who are willing to speak to your background preparation and suitability for graduate work. So this is all done online as well, so you'll have to contact your references beforehand, and the system will generate an email asking them to submit a reference on your behalf. You'll also have to meet the English language proficiency If your first language is not English, you will have to provide evidence of ELP in a different manner, such as the TOEFL examination or IELTS score. You'll also need to compile your portfolio as part of your application, and this is done online as well through the University of Lethbridge SlideShare. Your portfolio is a vital piece of your application, and it should include representative samples of current work in both video and still formats as appropriate. This is your opportunity to showcase your talents and sell your abilities to the reviewing committees. So spend a lot of time considering what work you want to include. Your portfolio should include either 20 digital images or 10 images and 1 5-minute video compilation. There's also more information on the website about the format of the submissions as well. Okay, looking at the Master of Fine Arts with a major in Theatre and Dramatic Arts, this is a full-time studio program of both applied and academic study with a minimum residency requirement of 2 years as well. The drama department produces a robust season of main stage productions, a student-run season of studio productions, and numerous other theatre events. Students are very actively involved in the theatre scene in not only the University of Lethbridge community, but also the larger Lethbridge community. The expertise of the faculty members within the department includes design performance, technical production, and theatre history. The photo shown on the slide is actually one of our recent Master of Fine Arts grads who had a very successful theatre production this last year. The application requirements are very similar to those of the art program. It's an online application as well, and you'll need to include your academic transcripts, your CV, your letter of intent, 3 references, again provide evidence of ELP, and your portfolio. In addition, applicants may also be invited to attend an interview or an audition. So your portfolio should include representative samples of current work in both still and video frames. You should also include a list with date, title, media of each included piece, or any other information necessary to interpret the clarity of the work. Other important things to know when completing your application is that design students will also be asked to submit a portfolio not exceeding 20 images. And if you are applying from far away, outside of Canada or even farther away in Lethbridge from Lethbridge in Canada, arrangements may be made for you to attend your video or your interview via video conference. Lastly, we're going to look at the Master of Fine Arts with a major in New Media program. This program allows students to hone their creative talents using first-rate design and animation software, motion capture technology, and digital video production equipment. We invite applicants to join our dynamic community of artists, designers, and scholars, and the opportunity to work closely with faculty and staff. The New Media department is supported by excellent studios, labs, specialized workshops, and digital facilities. This includes teaching and research computer labs equipped with dedicated workstations for computer graphics and visual content development. Green screen studio combined with digital photo studio facilities are also supported by digital video and photo cameras, dedicated mobile and studio lighting equipment, professional sound recording, and editing equipment as well. The application requirements are similar to the previous 2 majors. You have to include your transcripts, CV, letter of intent, 3 references, ELP, and your portfolio. You may also be required to attend an interview. Looking more closely at your portfolio, you should include representative samples of current work, which could draw on any combination of design for digital media, interactive media, web, and video games, 3D art and animation, digital video or film, new media theory, and culture. Finally, looking at the Master of Music program. This is a full-time program of, again, applied and academic study with a minimum of 2-year residency. The program allows students the opportunity to pursue graduate study in performance, composition, digital audio arts, and join a dynamic community of experienced and active professional musicians and scholars. Although grounded in classical music, students are encouraged to study broadly and synthesize their work into personalized artistic expression. So you really get to drive the direction that your program goes. In addition to the required coursework, the Master of Music also involves master classes and lectures with visiting artists and numerous performance or recording and research opportunities on campus and within the larger community. The Master of Music program also provides advanced studio and digital art, audio art instruction in a wide range of areas, as can be seen on the screen. The music department is supported by numerous practice facilities. We have a newly renovated recital hall with 2 Steinway D concert grand pianos and a Yamaha S6 handmade grand. We also have Studio One, which is a world-class digital recording studio, as well as a 32-station musical technology lab and audio research lab. The application requirements are similar to that of the Master of Fine Arts program. Again, you'll need to include in your online application your transcripts, CV, letter of intent, your 3 references, proof of ELP, portfolio. Your portfolio is a little bit different depending on your area of study for the Master of Music program. Applicants focused on performance should submit a video that displays a professional level of repertoire. Applicants focused on composition should instead submit scores and sound files. And applicants focusing on audio engineering or electrical instrument interface would submit materials to support the proposed area of research. The audition is something very different from the Master of Fine Arts program. Once all application documents have been reviewed, shortlisted applicants will be invited to the university for a live audition, which is approximately 30 minutes. A short interview is also connected following the audition. After that, a placement test will also be given to assess the applicant's proficiency in music theory, musicianship skills, and music history. I also wanted to give you guys a brief overview about the admission awards offered at the University of Lethbridge. So the School of Graduate Studies, financial support for grad students is a very merit-based structure. At the time of your application, you are assessed for certain award opportunities. These require no application. So the first one is the Dean Scholarship. This is in the amount of $10,000, and that's over the course of your program. So if you receive the Dean Scholarship, it would appear in your offer letter, and you would get $10,000 in the first year and $10,000 in the second year. The minimum GPA requirement for the Dean Scholarship is a 3.75, and then the reviewing committee looks at a number of other factors when considering whether or not to award you the Dean Scholarship. The other award offered at the time of admission is the Sgs Tuition Awards. The amount differs depending on whether or not you're an international or domestic student, and the GPA requirement for this is a 3.5. So once you meet the 3.5 threshold, you're in the pool of eligible candidates that could receive the tuition award, and the committee will look at a number of different factors when awarding this scholarship. There are numerous other scholarships that we encourage you to look at that are all available on our website. So if you just go to uleth.ca/graduate studies funding and fees, there are a number of scholarships offered there. They're all divided into different programs as well as different deadlines. And one thing to note is that some of the scholarships deadlines do occur before your program starts. So if you are interested in the program, we recommend that you start looking at funding opportunities right away. So that brings us to the end of the overview of the Master of Fine Arts and Master of Music. I've placed some brochures at the front of the room for anybody that would like more information, as well as our contact email. But does anybody have any questions? That's good. All right, thank you for joining us.